Hey there, dear friends. Today, we want to thank everyone in our beloved neighborhood from the bottom of our hearts. Recent conversations have brought to light something deeply moving. The way you all help each other through these hard times is truly inspiring. Our power and kindness are shown by how well we stick together. We are excited to say that BetterHelp is paying for today's talk. BetterHelp is a leader in online therapy. It links you with licensed therapists who can help you in a caring and objective way. Whether you're dealing with sadness, grief, anxiety, or trauma, their knowledge can help you find comfort and support along the way. Please allow me to share a very personal and life-changing event from my past. My name is Suzanne Sainoa, and I am a qualified nurse. It's a story of deep vulnerability and personal discovery, and I hope it speaks to you and helps you understand. I tell you this with an open heart, even though it's hard. There was a terrible accident at a ski chalet when I was 12 years old. As I climbed a ski hill, I wore a long, twisted brown and white scarf and well-worn red skis and boots. In a terrible turn of events, my scarf got caught in the tow rope, pulling me roughly and breaking my neck. The impact also broke both of my temples, which at the time seemed almost impossible to heal. While this terrible accident happened, I went through an amazing comeback. During the fierce storm and biting cold, a bright light from heaven appeared in the forest, providing safety and warmth. The person who came up to me gave off a deep sense of love and understanding, which healed me. This person, who said they were Jesus, gave off an overwhelming sense of comfort and love. I felt deeply understood and safe, like I was in a cocoon of love and knowledge, because of our deep, silent link. I remember that two other beings were with Jesus when he lifted me up. Their silly antics, like fighters dancing with heavenly ease, took my attention away for a moment. We flew through the sky like birds while Jesus held me up. Suddenly, my mother let out a sharp scream that showed how much she was hurt. Even though I was at a very high elevation, I felt very calm because I knew Jesus understood me completely. We went down into a beautiful field filled with bright flowers that stood for happiness. The flowers were purple, yellow, and white. Because I was weak, I asked Jesus if I could go back and help my mom. It was clear that he was surprised, but I was still determined to answer her call. A lot of ethereal beings drifted by on purpose while I thought about the cosmic fabric and its grand design. Even though you couldn't see their faces, their presence gave off a strong sense of order and connection, which brought out the value of life and creation itself. Jesus stayed a patient and steady watcher as I thought about my return. Finally, in the middle of a beautiful mountain range bathed in golden light, a sign of deep connection, I reaffirmed my choice to go back, even though it had been uncomfortable earlier. When I saw my healed body again, I felt a strong faith in the way the world was made. Even though my temples were swollen and I had lost a lot of blood, I remembered an indescribable feeling that was like a dove resting lightly in my chest. It made me feel like I had been given a gift from God. He made such a deep promise when he said, "I'll never leave you, and I'll always be here." It was almost holy. This feeling was so amazing, powerful, and satisfying that it's hard to put into words. It got into every part of my body. As soon as I came back to life, I was aware of his presence. He was kneeling next to me again. I've always been curious about when my mending would start. This question came up when I was a nurse. When my dad heard my mom screaming in pain, he rushed me to the closest hospital with the help of volunteers. As a kid, my mother would often ask me, "Who were you talking to?" as if she didn't trust my alone time. I thought I was the only one up there, but someone else was with me. The miraculous healing that lasted for about 45 minutes was hard to explain. Now that I've seen and experienced such events, I am always open to and aware of them. The holy presence that had left made it clear to me. It was God. My mom told me to keep quiet because she wanted to protect the purity of this huge love and support. That being said, I felt moved to share my story. The shocked doctors saw me miraculously heal from serious injuries, while my parents hoped I would be able to live a normal life. The nuns at the Catholic hospital saw what they thought was a miracle and chose not to sue the ski resort to keep me from going through more pain. The most profound effect of this experience was a deeper knowledge of how important life is and whether there is life after death. There were golden flecks of insight that shone through me and showed me how everything is linked. Everything is connected, from the smallest blade of grass to the most beautiful sunset. We can find happiness and love if we just ask. There is no other fact that rings as true as this one. Being moved by these discoveries made me decide at age 12 to become a nurse. When people in high school asked me about my future goals and dreams, I would close my eyes, pray, and look through a book of job descriptions, guided by my vision of my purpose. After that, I would do whatever my fingers told me to do, no matter how strange it seemed. Because I'm very aware of my feelings, I jumped at the chance to become a nurse, even though it would be hard at times. The main thing I did with my life was heal people. I learned that everyone has the divine presence, love, and light of God through this trip. Through my own healing, I learned that I could help other people heal. Hearing about the amazing things that happen when doctors help make things is truly amazing. I've seen many medical miracles and learned that even though we can make things, anything bad or destructive is not the work of the holy artist. Being beloved makes you creative. There is life power in nature, in people, and in newborns. It shows up as acts of kindness and service. This divine creation can be seen in every moment of service and every act of love. I was shocked to learn that everything and everyone has a reason. Everything is important, no matter how big or small. With all the love in my heart, I pray that I can share this useful and easy-to-find resource with others. One of the most important things I've learned is that love and our search for it are at the heart of our being. God told me that He would never force us to do anything. Instead, He would always be there to cheer us on when we're down and to see what we make. The way our lives and goals are formed depends on what we want. It makes me happy to share this love with others, which has been with me through all of life's ups and downs, big choices and small moments. This link is very important to me and has been there for me through good times and bad. You know love in its purest form when you look for it and find it. Because we are loved and made by God, miracles happen when we look for love in the beautiful things in life. I am live proof of this miracle. In the year after my deep experience, things took a dramatic turn when I lost all feeling and was paralyzed with a scared look on my face. Even though things were hard, I started gymnastics and quickly became very good at sports. Every day, I thank God for all of my gifts. I am so thankful to have a loving husband and wonderful children. I hope this piece tells the story of my journey well. I wasn't sure if I wanted to share my story many years ago, but I did it in a book by Susan Simo called My Secrets from Heaven. And if you want to learn more, I suggest that you read it. I truly hope that everyone knows how much they love them. Thanks and have a great day. Even when things look the worst and we wonder where the light went, love is there to help us get back up.